Hello friends, welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie and today I'm going to be setting up the November currently and month pages in my creative journal. Alright, so I know I usually say creative journal, and for the longest time it has been creative journal. I do call my memory a day my creative journal. But in reality, it is a memory a day because all I do is just list a memory a day. But so whether I use creative journal, memory day, it's kind of the same thing. All right, so today I plan to set up my month and my currently. And to do that, so normally I would like pull out, all of the stuff. I'd, pull out markers and crayons, or not crayons, but like colored pencils or whatever, glue, glitter, you name it. But I think what I want to do is use stickers this time. I don't often use stickers in this planner anymore, so I kind of want to do that because I do have an idea and I'm hoping it comes together. So let me do so it's two parts. First part. If you remember from my last video, let me find my page now. I talked, I was getting it ready and I talked about this sticker. Here it is, the turkeys. You know from my last video, I wanted to use these, but I couldn't figure out where to put it because I had already had a plan in place for it. So my plan today is I'm going to use one of these turkeys. So it's partly inspired by that. In fact, let me just tuck it over like that. And then to, just give me some extra stickers, I did pull in the Essential Seasons sticker book. And here is the variable. So I recently updated two blog posts that, let me show you quick. The first one was with regard to this. I had set up a Caregiver notebook / planner a year or so back, and I put it up on the blog. I put the details behind it, and of course it came, well, I bought the extension pack, and the extension pack went with the stickers, so I purchased the stickers as well. So I didn't, you can read the blog post. I'll try not to get too much into it, but I basically updated this blog post, and then I also, if I can find it, I also updated and printed off for my planner the 25, so I have two printables for 25 self-care ideas to practice. I have a colorful one, and it has like a background color and then the list of items. And then I have this one, which is in my shop, and I updated both of those. So one was a post, one was the printable, or the printable you can purchase. It's $1. And so when I started working on that, again, I came across the Caregiver sticker book because, it came into my memory, having to use these things. And so what I was thinking, I'm going to just move all that out of the way. So what I was thinking was, again, self-care, you can read the blog post. Self-care is self-love. Sometimes we get on in our day and we forget to give ourselves a little bit of love. And with November coming, we're going to start getting into the holidays and the rush and the hectic days and schedules and so forth. So I feel the need to pull in this book, and I have sort of a plan, and I'm hoping it comes together. So that said, my thinking is that I'm going to bring it in on the month. And so while these will kind of coordinate, they won't be all from the same sticker books, possibly. Okay, that all said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and start with my currently page. You know I like to jump around. Just as I see the sticker and I pull it out, that's how I work. Because behind the scenes, that's kind of what I do. You know, when I do my own planner pages or weeks or whatever, you know, I may have 50 books out and I'm pulling from each one and, you know, it just gets crazy. So I'm going to try and stick with a page. We'll see how it works. Okay. So for my currently page, I'm going to open this one to the fall stickers because there were some that caught my eye. Okay. Some of these are for the month. I remember I wanted to use these, I believe, for the month. Let me see. Where are those stickers that I was thinking? Oh, there were some of these as well. Okay, autumn plans. Whoops. Okay. So one that I was considering was this. And then, is that it? For the most part. Let's see. Pumpkin Kisses. Although I also like this one. The Have a Thankful Heart. I was looking at these two with the turkey. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pull apart. I'm looking here. I also had this. So I'm looking at the colors. It'll go with that. So you know what? I'm going to go with that. And then I also had this sticker, which was Give Thanks. So I kind of have, you know, when I think about where I'm going to put my stickers, my currently page is going to be the largest area for me to put something. So let me get my white out tape and let my wheels turn as I try and come up with my plan. All right. I hope it's not going to look wrong, but I am going to give it a shot to do November. I want to use that November. Sometimes they kind of get, you know, like lost in the shuffle. But if I use this, 24 will be different. And I'm trying to think if I have orange numbers. Let me give it a shot. Worst case, I have to white this out and just put it as something, you know, like black numbers or, you know, maybe even blue if there was a right shade of blue. So let's start with that. All right, here we go. And I'm trying to keep it so that it only takes up the space that was there. I'm sure somewhere I could find a way around that. But for now, okay, so what I want to do is in my two boxes up here, oops, let me bring back over my turkey. Okay, so I'm thinking probably, let me move this aside. Now, I try and remember when I'm doing these that when I go into my creative journal, I tend to like to do like my top 3 memories. So that's why I took those out. So I was looking at this. This I think I might try on the month. I like this one, but I am going to use this. Now, the only downfall to this page is it is a white sticker paper. So, you know, it kind of doesn't really blend into the page like the clear stickers do, which is a shame. I'm going to put this here because here's what I'm also going to do. As I'm working this, I hope I may have to use the pen on that. I'm going to cover this up. And I think I'm going to try and find a way to include the year, because I want to use this box area. So I used the pen, the gel pen on this area because it was a bit close to the sticker rather than peel it up. All right, here we go. So I'm intending over here, I'm going to use this area for my fall baking, which will be great because in the fall I do like to bake and cook things like in bulk, and then you can freeze them. And as I'm waiting for this to dry, because I may have to put it down a little farther so that it does not mix with that. Right? Let me think. While I'm thinking, I'm also going to take this out because before I do that, see, already I'm thinking of all the things. So I really kind of like this collect happy moments because, you know, that's kind of what you do. And when the holidays come around, right? You have family coming over, you have a lot going on. I want to use this. Let me see how big this is. And that might tell me where I'm going to start. I mean, I can see how big it is on the sticker sheet, but I want to see how big it is in the area I was originally thinking. I could break it up. I think I'm going to do that. All right. Oops. We're going to do a little change up already. Okay. And then I'm going to have to get something up there too. So again, yesterday or 2 days ago when I did my video, it was quite long, but I want, you know, I like to get my pages the way I like them to be because then I know I'm going to use them. So I'm going to put this one here. Hopefully it's straight because I'm working at it upside down. Okay, perfect. Is there a leaf I can put over here? Let's try this one maybe. Yeah, let's try this one. So, you know, I just can get so involved in my planning pages that I tend to lose track of time sometimes. All right, then I am going to use this turkey. I am using the turkey, y'all. And I'm going to get this one in down here. Let's see. How's it standing? Is this right? I hope it is. And I actually kind of like it over here because it's filling in right by the holiday of Thanksgiving. Perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is this. I am going to, because I don't want to use this whole area. I only want to use this section for the baking. But if I take it down the middle of the page, then I have less space over here. But if I put a line here, then it looks crooked. Unless I take this line out. Let's take that line out. I don't know that I've ever done that, so let's just do it. Let's go ahead and use some pen, gel pen, and let's just take this line out. Am I on my time? Yes. I think my pen is getting low, of course. Okay. I brought back up just in case. So let's use this. This one I think is getting dried up. Yeah, let's get this one all covered. All right, I'll let that dry. And so what is this? Like, what is this sticker? Anyone know what that is? It looks like something that's rolled. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if I could use it because I don't even know what it is. Okay, so that gives me the option to change this over here. So let's go back to my brown micron because it kind of works. Same color. Let's see. Am I straight? I think I am. Oh, it may not be exactly straight, but that's okay. It'll work. All right. So for my fall baking, I am going to grab one of these adorable little pies. And I'm going to get something in over here. So since, if I put this here, now that I've done that, let me cover it up now. I suppose I should probably have measured this sticker first. All right. I used so this is another option. If you don't have, keep getting it all over. If you don't have the Jelly Roll pen, this one also works. It's the Uniball Signal Broad. That works just as well to cover up those lines if you want to, make them disappear into the background. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, and then I think that's it for this page. I am faced with the number issue. Okay, so I think I may be able to use one of those. I do like the idea of that. And then also, I'm going to pull over my Canon IV card to see where I may have to make a smaller picture. I could put it here if I really wanted to, and then I could do a memory here. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. So there's that. I am going to grab this. I do think I want to put that up there. I think it's a cute idea. My ink is still drying down there. It's going to be all these warm colors. So although these two oranges don't match, they do work together. Only because they're that same, that warm hue of fall. I actually want to get some leaves over there. And so I am going to, as soon as I find my pencil, I'm going to mark. Am I rolling the right way? I always mess up which way I'm supposed to put it. Should have a little arrow on it. There we go. I'm going to mark where this is so that I know where to put my picture when the time comes. And all I'm doing is just giving the edge a little pencil mark. That kind of helped. I don't even need the last one because I know where the other points are. So I can set that aside for now. Are we done down here? I think so. All right. So let's go ahead and get this in here. Okay. And that, I think, is mostly going to be for the month. Let's see. Anything else from here? I don't think for this. Let me look for my number. All right, so I'm pulling over the essential dates and holidays number. Essential dates and numbers, not holidays. And I did scan quickly, and I did find some in there that are orange. So I am going to go right to those pages. So right now I've got these I can work with, or these smaller ones. That's not going to match. Okay, that's not going to work. Let me continue on, and if time permits, I will find the number that's going to work. Okay, so the whole point of doing that is because I want to make sure I list my memories, and I'm just going to do that. For the fall baking, I think I'm going to use actually this. And yeah, I have a few options. I could do fall baking 2024, so I'm not tied totally to that being up there. So let's do this. Now I'm worried, am I going to have what I need to finish my page? All right, I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Now, here's the point. So here's my top 3 memories of the month. The other thing I can do here is gratitude. I could do, let's see, we got favorite memories, we've got gratitude, the things I need to prep for December, like maybe a holiday planner or wish lists. So, remember to do wish list or something of that effect. So I can do a number of things in this area. And then here's my fall baking. A picture will go here, and then I can write a memory here. So I'm good with that. I am going to decorate over here. I just need to maybe set this aside for a minute and go on to the month. I don't want too much time to go by. Okay. So this one's going to be a little bit more interesting because this is where I'm pulling in the caregiver stickers. There is some really great quotes in here. While I do not use this anymore, I don't need to, meaning my caregiver notebook that I set up, I do still like the quotes and some of the stickers that are in here. Case in point is this. I'm actually going to cover that up because I know I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to hold that page for a minute because I need to move over this way a little. There. Okay. So this sticker says, "This week's love letter to myself." Now, I know it's not going to be for this week. It may be just this month. But I do like the idea when the time starts getting busy that we pay attention to and take care of ourselves. So I am going to put this on this column. But before I put that down, I'm mixing it with this sweater. Oh, can you see that? Here we go. Before I do that, I know this is going to fit in the sidebar. So let me take this first and make sure that I am getting things where I need them to be. It may cover up this tab a bit because it's big. And I don't necessarily want to cover up Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim as much as I can off of the sides of this. I want to get in that sidebar, this sweater. And I can't put it at the bottom. It would definitely go into the boxes, which I intend to write in. So I am going to take this down as close as I can to the edge. And since it's going to come over here, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to get it as close as I can because I need all the room I can get to get this sticker in there. I am going to try not to cut it down, you know, like the sleeve in any way. I think I'll leave the bottom where it is. Okay, here we go. We need to get this as close as we can to this area. Okay. Ooh, luckily this box isn't used. I got it all in except for this little old piece over here, which I may have to fussy cut that corner out of. But for now, I'll just corner it off. Okay, it is good enough for now. That worked out pretty well. I didn't lose much, so I really like that. Now, I'm either going to bring, and again, the blues don't match, but I'm okay with that. I think actually I'm going to bring this down to here because I want to put something in the middle to kind of detract from the fact that they don't match in color. So all I'm going to do is add in a bit of brown, and to do that I am going to come over to one of these because this is where all my brown is. So I think that this orange matches this color better than this one. So I think I'm going to remove this. And this is my point about sometimes for me, I need to have the page look the right way. Or else I don't tend to pick it up. It just, you know, kind of just doesn't interest me. So I'm just going to put that sticker somewhere else. I'm going to cover this back up because I feel like this sticker goes better. So let's see. Let's get this up. And I'll get this on again. All right. And I feel like the font matches just a smidge more. So let's go ahead and get this in. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. It's not, the other one was kind of a brownish orange. It did kind of make me question it. Let's see. I saw some letters, but there's no numbers. Okay. I just saw it and I wanted to check. So I was going backward here because I'm trying to find, I have leaves. This would be cute. It has the blue in it, it has the brown. This will work. Okay, so let me do this. This will work nicely here. So should I do it this way? Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense that way, right? Let's try this. Again, I am going to trim out this edge here. So again, I'm just doing a little bit of a fussy cut on the edge of the sticker in the hopes that it will fit a little bit better. So I'm going this way, and then let's do this. Okay, so here's what I'm going to have to do. I don't want it going up on the sweater, so what I'm going to do is kind of trim it out. Let's do here. Oops. Okay. I could put that on Thanksgiving. Give thanks. But then I can't write anything in there. But I'm not really gonna have a memory. I mean, Thanksgiving in and of itself is a memory. So let me do that. But I'm going to have to incorporate a lot of, I think, brown. So, you know, maybe we can pull that in with the leaves. I feel like there's a lot of blue, which is very uncharacteristic of my style. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if I can get this up a little. Here we go. Because there isn't a whole bunch over here I can decorate. All right, so we're looking for more leaves. Let me try and get back focused again. Let's see. We have, yeah, they're really big. Here's some letters, but there's no numbers. I could add these in. Sometimes I forget these stickers are in here. So, I don't do Black Friday shopping. Do you do that? I mean, I don't, I think I did it once in all my years, I should say. I did it once. It wasn't terrible. When I went, you know, people were polite. Everything was, you know, quiet actually. It was quite quiet because, you know, you start out at what, 4 a.m. in the morning or something. So yeah, it was a bit quiet. Let's just say I'm gonna leave it at quiet. Okay, I need to get some leaves. I need some of these. I need more of these, but not so big. Help me find these. I like this little pumpkin. It would be cute, right? A pumpkin head. All right, so I am going to step back from that and I am going to pull, let's see, what should I pull? I need a brown. Should I pull this brown? What brown is this? Oh, I almost didn't even see this little piece over here. I need a birthday sticker for a date. So which one should I use? Probably this darker one makes sense. But I know this is on the other page. There's more of this lighter brown. So I think I'm going to go with the lighter brown. All right. So there is this one. And I just barely made the loop on the bottom, but that's okay. All right. And then also I'm going to use, I'll use an orange for the other birthday. Let's see, how can I do this? This one's going to be covered up a bit. And then before I go out of this, is it this book? I do want to keep the similarity between the two pages, the currently with this. I do want to pull over this sticker. And then I'm going to go back to the Caregiver for a minute. So what I need is I need to wipe this line out. All right, so that's going to dry. And I'm still looking for over here. I'm not convinced. This is just too big. I just don't know how I would fit that in. So, all right, so let's get it sticking down now. This should be dry. And then I've got this pumpkin. So this one here, I'm going to kind of have a border. All right, and then I'm going to get a little pumpkin down here. Because, oh, why not? And actually, I'm going to fussy cut around it. All right. So, you know, that's another tip. Don't be afraid to make your stickers work for you. If it's not working for you in a certain area, cut it down. That is cute. All right. So I'm thinking up at the top, I like the idea of the acorns too. Because there are smaller ones I can add in. I mean, they're not super small, but actually the one the squirrel's holding would be the best size. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut that one off, the squirrel. And let me do this. Get this out of my hand for the moment. And we're going to do a little surgery on the squirrel sticker. All right. I think I've got it this time. I wanted just to get some of that paper off of the sticker paper from around it. Okay, why do I feel like this is taking longer than I thought it would be? I will try again and edit out whatever I can. I want to create some balance, so I want to bring in some of these similar patterns or, you know, looks on this other side as well. Okay. And let's see, where are we? I still have this area, but because I put this here, I don't know that I'm going to do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add in some of these acorns. I don't know what it is. I have a thing about the acorns this season. Something about them. I don't know. Okay. Where's my other book? Here we go. Let me pull this over because there were stickers in here. There weren't many, I'll say that, but where there was a sticker, I wanted to use it. So here's what I plan to do, at least for the month of November, is I want to use these stickers here, and there's actually more of them somewhere. I thought, here we go. Oh, they have white or gold. Since this is kind of a champagne color, I'll stick with the plain. Do I have enough? I do. Okay, so let's mark that, even though I'm probably going to need that. There. All right, so in November, on Sundays, I want to try and make it a point to do self-care. So I am going to start out with, are these the same colors? Yes, okay. So the Caregiver sticker book had, I think, 4 colors. It had the blue, the gold, pink, and like a burgundy. So I think I'm going to try to make them stand out. Do I want to do gold or do I want to do blue? Am I asking for trouble to add in another color? I'm going to do both. I'm just going to scatter them or do it every other one. Cute. All right. Where are we here? So I have my birthdays marked. I have to check what those other 2 dates were. Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I have room to write my memory a day. Let's bring over. So if I bring this over, I can see there's not a whole lot of blue. Let me see if I can't pair some of it together. Okay, so I took a peek through the book just because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing something I wanted to include, because I do, between the pages, although they are different but the same stickers, if that even makes sense, I wanted to tie them in together. So this one has no blue in it, and this one has very little orange. So I think what I'm going to do, this is another technique I'll use when I do my memory a day. When I do the look or the theme, I will tend to use the color pens or pencils or, markers that are in the layout. So, in this case, I would be using, blues and browns and oranges and, some maybe oranges and golds. And so I think what I'm going to do, since this one doesn't have any blue, is I'm going to use blue ink on this page. And on this page, I think I'm going to use orange. And then I think that will tie it together a little better. For me, November was more about, getting out the quotes kind of thing. So I think that's what I am going to do for that. So to finish up, I have these 2 blue leaves. The only thing I don't have over on this side is some pie. So I think I need to incorporate that. But for the moment, I am going to put my leaves on here. So should I do this? And then I'm going to go grab an acorn, because why not? Oh, actually, they're in this book. Okay, so let's do 1. All right. And then all I'll do is I'll add in the date. Like I may do it here, or I may write it underneath. I'll add in the 2024 somehow. I have to think about it first before I do that. I just wanted to kind of clear the deck a little bit. So I have, I think, a nice little spread going. So what I may do, I have to think about it. I don't want to do it on, this video right now, because I'm kind of not sure. I want to take my Tombow, and I feel the need to do my numbers, but I also know how dark it is, so I would have to do it really light. I don't know that I want to do that. It may be too much for that area. So I'm not going to do that right now, but this is the one that I did use on there. All right, let me grab my picture. We'll talk about this, and then we'll be done. So what I have is my November currently and month of my creative journal / memory a day. And I've done kind of, that fall, thankful caregiver vibe. So, I've incorporated some of the caregiver stickers as a reminder to stop, take a breath, practice a little self-care. I have some birthdays marked. I do have some dates I have to find, but I'm thinking, so in here, it's not going to be this week, it's going to be this month. Love letter to myself, memory a day, and I'll probably write that in brown to give this more brown, and then over here I'll write in the blue. This is my memories a day. This is just a little quote to signify what this page is about. I have my fall baking list because there are some staples I always love to bake for fall. So I definitely wanted to pull that in there because it's just fun to show the recipes you kind of make each year or from year to year. And then I have my space for at least one photo memory of that month, which there are quite a few things in November that, um, you know, that I could capture. There's Thanksgivings, there's birthdays, there are days of remembrances. So there are a lot of opportunities for me to fill this in, but I will only have one. So again, I don't fill that in till the end of the month when I know what memory I want to put in there. And then I've got the space to write out the memory. And of course, I have my fun little turkey. I used the turkey. And I think overall, I don't want to crowd it up anymore. It does have a mix. It has a lot going on, but once the writing goes in there, it really does transform the page. And I don't just write in the memory. I'll do lettering, different kinds of lettering. Sometimes I will use, so in this case over here, I'll use brown writing. So I may use to carry in the same color. I may use my micron. I may or may not. I don't know. But I may use like the brown throughout the month. And then if there's a day where I wanted to highlight a specific word, I might pull in a blue pen in that block. So you'll see all the brown and then those blue words will pop out. So I do tend to like to do that when I do my memory a day. We are in the home stretch of 2024, coming into it anyway. And this is one of the 2 last memory a day month and currently pages that I'll have. Whether I do this come next year, I don't know. I want to. I love the creative part of it. Sometimes I just am lax in getting that memory in there and I have to go back, find it, that kind of thing. So, more is to be discovered on that. I don't know yet. But I do love doing them and I do love how this turned out. And I hope you do too. So, I'll stop rambling again. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button so that you know when I post my next video. And I will have any of the supplies I can linked in the description box below, along with my discount codes and affiliate links. And I thank you in advance for supporting my little corner of YouTube. And I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.